Hi there. When I decided to start this YouTube channel, the main goal was to share insights and some thoughts that I have discovered throughout my life that were very helpful for me in my path. And when I decided to start this YouTube channel, I've outlined like 100 topics that I really want to talk about, or really express my opinion on, and I have not been very consistent with those. But today on my calendar, there is a topic on how everything in life happens for a reason. And I wasn't sure if I really want to talk about it today. I'm feeling a little bit sick and I'm not at my 100%. However, I thought about how when I was in my early 20s, I'm 25, I'm not that old, but when I was in my early 20s or when I was a teenager, I unfortunately did not have the person who would remind me of the fact that everything that happens in life happens for a reason, and everything shapes you, everything makes you the person who you are today, and that usually makes you feel, better regardless of what really happened in the past. And so I didn't have that person. My parents were there. My sister was the person who inspired me the most, I would say, or who supported me, or who would share this kind of insights with me. But again, unfortunately, I didn't have her every single day with me, and I just thought I'm gonna record this video for those that don't have the person who can support them, so that they can watch this video multiple times in a row or whenever they feel like they want to get a bit of a support and just feel like they're not alone in their struggles, in their circumstances, in their feeling of uncertainty and feelings of loss and like ununderstanding of where to go next. Especially, I think it's so relevant for people who are about to graduate or just got their first job and are not satisfied with it, or got out of a relationship, or are trying to get into a relationship, or are not sure what to do and how to make things work and how to really live this life. And yeah, I don't know. Nobody has those answers. I'm gonna really tell you the honest truth. Nobody knows the right way to live this life. Nobody knows, and I keep forgetting this, and I keep reminding myself of this, and I want to remind you that it might seem like there is a right way to do things. It might seem like there is a right way to run a business, to do a relationship, to, I don't know, there is a right amount of money that you should get by a certain age. In reality, the understanding of some things should be with us, or we should achieve certain things, are helpful only because it gives us goal and purpose. And as human beings, I think the meaning of life is just live this life, but unfortunately it's a little bit difficult to just live this life, right? And this is why we create the goals, and we have dreams and passions, and we try to follow them, and we try to pursue them, and we try to create things that we like and love that are helpful for other people as well. And so I think that having certain goals and dreams is great, but thinking about them as this is the right thing to do, or I should, or I have to have those things, is very I don't want to use the word toxic, because I don't think it's the right word to describe this situation. I think it's just misleading, because in my mind, when I was a teenager, when I was 17, 18, watching YouTube videos of other people, watching grown-ups living their life, and people who didn't portray everything. Obviously, we only see one side of the story, and whenever you watch somebody like me or someone else, you might seem like, oh, she's always happy, she's always cheerful and excited and blah blah blah. No, I'm not. I'm absolutely not. I'm not at all. But I choose to show only this side because I think this is the side that's gonna inspire the most. Yet I am sharing as much as I can of that other side of me that's not super happy, that's not super excited and energized and etc., because it's just me, it's just how I am. Human beings are not perfect. And if you're thinking that you did something in life that you're not proud of, or something happened to you that really hurts you, or I don't know, some sort of like a difficult situation. I honestly, very, very like genuinely, and this is, again, a few years from now, you're probably gonna understand what I'm talking about if you don't understand now. Everything happens for a reason. 2, 3, 5 years from now, you're gonna look back and you're gonna be like, oh my God, I'm so grateful that guy came to my life and he wasn't the perfect guy, because he taught me what kind of relationship I don't want to have, or how I don't want people to treat me, and now I know, and now I'm building my perfect relationship. Something like this, you know? Because even if the situation wasn't very pleasing or wasn't really satisfying, or things didn't turn out the way you wanted them to turn out, like in my case, this always comes down to business, or like getting clients, or delivering my work. I'm not perfect. Like, I'm not perfect. I don't always deliver to the perfection that I want it to be. I don't always, like, I'm not perfect at communication. I'm learning how to communicate clearly. I'm not, yeah, like there's so many things that I'm not feeling like I'm reaching that certain level of the criteria of how things should be. But I found that thinking about those imperfect decisions or imperfect things in the past just doesn't help at all. And I've read so many books where all the coaches, all the therapists just simply say, all you have to do is to learn from the mistake and move on. There's really no way, like there's no point in like contemplating over and over again unless you haven't learned a lesson, or unless you see that the pattern keeps repeating like 50 or 100 times, like you keep falling into toxic relationship with guys. Then I advise you to seek a therapy. Okay, don't stop watching this YouTube video. If you've been into a relationship with toxic guys for like 50 times in a row, it's 50 different men, I highly recommend your therapy. It's amazing. It's just wonderful. But again, I'm here for you. I don't know where you're watching this, how old you are, which country you're in right now, what situation you're going through. I just want to tell you, you're not alone. You're not alone in within your feelings. Trust me, there are so many people that experience uncertainty and sadness, and even like depression and anger and loss, and all of those feelings are very natural to us. And also something that's important to understand is like feelings come and go. They're like a wave. And if you haven't tried meditating on your feelings yet, I highly recommend you to try. And when I say meditating, I don't say like sit and try to not think about it. I actually invite you to sit in the space where you feel safe and alone and feel it. Like imagine you're falling into your feelings. And I've done this multiple times in my therapy sessions and by myself without a therapist. And it's kind of like you're immersing yourself into the feeling, and then it dissolves, it disappears, because it's just a feeling. It's not that scary. It might feel like it's scary, it might feel like it's painful at the beginning, but most of the times it's just it's not. Like, it's within us, it's part of us. All we have to do is to allow it to be, and we're gonna feel it, it's gonna go, and you're gonna feel better. Then you're gonna have energy to move on and, you know, continue with your life. This video doesn't really have much of a topic, but I'm hoping that someone who has watched this, or someone, I hope that somebody who's watched this till the end is hopefully feeling a little bit better. If you ever want to chat, or if you ever want me to answer any questions or have a conversation with you, send me a DM on Instagram or here in the comments below. I'd be really happy to share all my experiences. There are a lot. I've been through a lot. I've traveled a lot. I've traveled a lot by myself, which I think is what really made me really strong, kind of like mentally. But I'm still working. I'm still working on my mental health. I'm still working on feeling the ground within myself. But every time I do it, every time I come back to myself, that feeling is just, it's just so satisfying. It's so liberating. It's like love. I feel love. I hope you're having a wonderful Friday, and I am wishing you to relax as much as you can this weekend. Spend time with yourself, give yourself attention, talk to yourself, journal, read your favorite book, go get yourself a nice big cake and a coffee in your favorite coffee shop, and just try to be in the moment, try to enjoy the life. I love you.